Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Chelsea versus Leeds United in the Premier League. Renewing an old rivalry in the Premier League that has been going on since the 70s for Chelsea versus Leeds. There's always been a little bit of a rivalry, and I do agree with you, Adam, that this should be a good game, but I still think Chelsea will edge out the winners of this game. I have come on about 10 minutes early so that we can let people get in the chat ready for the game. So, if you guys want to, I will give you the lineups. Hello, Joseph, how are you? If you guys want to know the team, it is Mendy, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, Chilwell, Kante, Jorginho, Mount, Ziyech, Havertz, Pulisic. On the bench is Kepa, James, Zuma, Emerson, Alonso, Kovacic, Hudson-Odoi, Werner and Giroud on the bench for Chelsea. So, all being well, all fingers crossed that we get the 3 points today. I don't doubt Thomas Tuchel for 1 second that we won't win this game. We have been playing absolutely fruitless the last few games. We've beaten the champions Liverpool at Anfield, for crying out loud. If Liverpool were on form, we would not have won that game. If Man United had played a lot better, I think they would have beaten us. Abraham still got an ankle injury, Adam. Still got an ankle injury. And also, no Thiago Silva because he's got he's recurred his thigh injury again after doing training the other day. So, we are without Abraham and without Silva for today. But hopefully we can get one of them back for the game against Atletico Madrid on a Wednesday. It's all fingers crossed, all else to the pump. Try and go for it. Do as much as we can. And let's go and get a good result today. That's all we can ask for. So, put your guys' predictions in the chat and I'll answer as many questions as I can during the stream. How you doing? I'm doing well. I'm just popping up for a minute. Just going to go and grab some water. Like I do, H2O is important these days, guys. Getting set up before stream, before the match kicks off. So how's everyone? 2-1 Chelsea, 3-2 Chelsea, okay. Like what you're doing, like what you're coming up with, guys.
We've got all the news and reaction from the afternoon kickoffs.
And tonight our Premier League action continues. Join us as Scott Parker's Fulham face the power of Pep's Manchester City.
And then later this evening, tune in as home favourite Leon Edwards makes his highly anticipated return to the Octagon against Bilal Muhammad in UFC Fight Night.
Then join us tomorrow for all the hard-hitting action from the Gallagher Premiership as the Exiles take on the Warriors. And on Sunday, it is the first final of the season. Defending champions Chelsea in the Continental Cup against final debutants Bristol City.
Another cracking weekend here on BT Sport then. The teams are almost ready to go. Your weekend starts here. Indeed, your weekend does start here. It's a windy one as well. If you'd like to join Thomas and Marcella in the dugouts, then you can do exactly that, because we've got the match day experience. And there's something called manager mode, which means you can have access to live player stats, including top speeds. You can track players' movement. There's really nice little mini maps as well. So if you could do a job as good as Bielsa or Tuchel, then you can imagine being in the dugout via the BT Sport app. That's pretty much it, though, from us. We're going to hand you over to the commentary team in just a moment. But I think, in terms of a Chelsea perspective, it's really vital to get the points here, because they're playing ahead of the rest of the top four. They can go a point behind second place here.
Well, on a great run, lots of confidence. He's chopping and changing. Everyone's involved. The garden's rosy, but Chelsea have got to keep winning. They've got to put pressure on Leicester. You know, once they consolidate that top four, then listen, it could be a quarter-final of Champions League to look forward to. So everything's rosy in the Chelsea garden. For Leeds, you know, just keep doing what they're doing, keep doing.
Well, they're in a bad place, actually, results-wise, Leeds, aren't they?
Yeah, they need to get some confidence, but I think this place with fans is a totally different proposition. It would have been different questions after this Chelsea team. In that sense, we're not full, we haven't got.
Thought
that,
you went streaming because of your
team
keyboard.
ask
I
every
do
team
have.
they play against, can you physically
Right,
stand
Joseph,
up?
you're
That's
someone
gonna be
else
the
who's
question of this Chelsea
not
team.
read a
Tactically,
previous
yes, there will be
post.
differences and nuances we're gonna
I
have to go
said
through, but
that
physically they've got
I
to win.
have
Okay,
got a
let's find out
keyboard.
what
I have
happens.
a
Here we go. Now,
Bluetooth
rivalry dating
one,
back well over
so I'm
50 years,
able to
but
do
it's
it.
a fun again where more than ever you miss
Come on,
the fans. You can
Chels!
imagine it would be a white-hot atmosphere here inside Ellen Road if there were fans here. However, there is still Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher to keep you company during the game. Gents, have a good one.
Good, Chels!
Thank you, Jake. Hello again, everybody. Well, Chelsea are back at Ellen Road for a league game for the first time in over 18 years. The last one was in December 2003. Chelsea would go on to win the title 16 months later under Mourinho, but Leeds were in the midst of financial meltdown and didn't expect it to be this long to repeat the fixture. And Chelsea bring real momentum.
Come on,
into
boys!
today's game. Leeds, on the other hand, are losing more than they're winning at the moment, but can still finish in the top half of the table. And when you see Ellen Road, Steve, from up high, you can see why there are so many concerns about the playing surface here. That was the perfect illustration of just how patchy it is at the moment.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it, but as you said, you can see.
So how is everyone? Everyone looking forward to the game?
They haven't got long to go, and then you can sort out the end of the season. There's the perfect shot, isn't it, as the Leeds boys come out.
Yeah, Patrick Bamford was saying this week that he's actually taken to wearing a longer rugby stud to make sure that he gets the relevant grip at the moment. Apparently it's slippery, and that's the major issue for the
Good
players.
boys!
What you would say about this one today, the way that Leeds United go about their business and the form that Chelsea are in, it's a game that's got entertainment written all over it.
Good, Chels!
So let's have a look at the teams. There are 3 changes for Leeds who were better in the second half at West Ham. Pascal Struijk, Gianni Alioski and Jack Harrison all return. Stuart Dallas pushes into midfield. Cooper, Click and Costa are the players who drop out. No involvement for Liam Cooper today. Dallas has started every Premier League match this season. Patrick Bamford plays his 100th game for Leeds against his old club. And Robin Koch is back on the bench after knee surgery. As for Chelsea, 6 changes for them. Atletico Madrid in midweek is
I'd be
clearly
shocked if it
Thomas
ends
Tuchel's
0-0.
thoughts
I would as
today.
well.
Rudiger, Chilwell, Pulisic, Kante, Mount and Ziyech all come in. It's expected that Pulisic will be the right wing-back, although they could easily switch to a flat-back four with Aspilicueta on the right-hand side. Zuma, Alonso, James, Kovacic, Werner and Hudson-Odoi.
Come on, boys!
Who drop out. It's going to be fascinating today, Steve, to see how it all pans out with these two.
Yeah, it is. I think the overall thing is that we're really expecting a very attack-minded game, but Leeds will line up as they normally do. 4 with Calvin Phillips just in front, and then the 4 and Bamford. As you said, we think Pulisic will play right wing back, but there's a host of attacking options on both sides, which is really, really nice to see, isn't it?
Well, it's easy to say that Patrick Bamford cut his teeth at Chelsea, having spent 5 years at Stamford Bridge, but in reality it happened elsewhere. during 7 loan spells at 6 clubs. Bamford never actually kicked a ball in anger for Chelsea, but he's been vital for Leeds United this season. And he was excellent against Everton on Monday. Kai Havertz, oozing class and creativity. He looked like the player that Chelsea thought they were getting last summer, and he's in from the start again today.
If I don't talk, I'm just setting up on Instagram and YouTube to let people know that we have gone live.
Of Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea today. The German is unbeaten in 11 games so far in England, and there'll be plenty of activity in the technical areas you'd expect today. Neither of them are able to stay still for very long. Well, I think you can safely expect goals here at Ellen Road today. Games involving Leeds have been full of them this season. Chelsea arrive unbeaten in 12. Leeds have won
Come on, boys!
11 since their last draw on November the 22nd.
Come on, Chelsea!
By the referee today, Kevin Friend. Stuart Atwell is the
Here we go, Chelsea versus Leeds.
We can just sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
underway, folks.
We know how the two teams are going to play. They always want to go for it, don't they? There's going to be no defensive shape or sitting back. It's going to be see who can outscore each other, which is always a great game to watch.
It's the first involvement for Aspilicueta. The early indication is, Steve, that he is going to play as a right back. He's quite wide out there with Pulisic a little bit further on. We'll wait and see. Could be that little bit of fluidity that you need against this Leeds United side, who do tend to flood numbers forward whenever they can.
So, how is everyone? Hopefully the ball's crossed in. Get it away, man. Get it away.
Has come in for Kurt Zuma in the Chelsea defence. The form is a real contrast today. Leeds have lost 4 of their last 5 at a time when Chelsea have been building up a real head of steam. Marcelo Bielsa was able to find positives in the second half performance at West Ham on Monday. Chelsea have won 8 out of 10.
Come on, Chelsea!
And have been nigh on impossible to score on. This is an early concern though, with Calvin Phillips hobbling, and we know just how important he is.
Yeah, it was fairly innocuous really on Mason Mount. And Mason Mount he's been hobbling as well. Yeah, you see there.
Just seemed to roll the ankle over a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't look great actually, Calvin Phillips, unfortunately. Doesn't look great at all.
Leeds United, as always, really keen to get in the Chelsea players' faces when they try and build from the back. Chelsea will go third with a win today. Leeds can't move up, but can close in on the teams above them with a victory.
I'll be back in a
The draw
minute.
would be a real surprise today. Leeds haven't had one in the Premier League for 18 matches. And the reason, well, is Chilwell, the latest one to feel the challenge. It was administered by Stuart Dallas.
It was nice and forceful as well, wasn't it? Just leaves his leg hanging out, doesn't he? Chilwell, and Dallas just careers right through him.
You're never going to get these days a repeat of the infamous cup final between these two, but the challenges have been fairly
So,
meaty in the early
guys,
stages.
I have made a post on YouTube
Leeds Premier League
for
matches
you guys
have included
to
89
get
goals this season, which is
involved
the most
with.
in the division. They've been such an entertaining addition to the top flight.
Oh, they've been brilliant, haven't they?
Um,
Long may it continue.
go on my community tab and go and vote. Who you think will win between Chelsea and Leeds United? I made a poll for you guys to vote who you think will win between Chelsea and Leeds.
Mason Mount.
And then we'll check throughout the stream how the vote is going.
This is Rafinha, who I think's impressed everybody in his first season in the Premier League in terms of scoring goals, Steve, and making them too.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard, isn't it, when we hear Patrick Bamford's interview with Rio saying that, of course, he doesn't know the language yet, and still trying to communicate with his teammates, so it's hard. But he's settled in really well, Rafinha.
So, Chelsea versus Leeds. About nearly 4 minutes played.
I think you see by the camera shot there, well, you can't see it, sorry, it is a back four. Because Pulisic is right up now into the centre of midfield. There you go. It's perfect that. You see Chilwell just go out of shot following, but Pulisic is certainly not in a right wing back position.
It'll be interesting to see if that has any effect on how
Watch
solid
out!
Chelsea have been defensively. Takumi Minamino remains the only opposition player to score a goal against them under Thomas Tuchel.
Come on,
Team has
Chelsea,
been
just keep
predominantly
playing.
set up with 3 at the back. Maybe the fact that Ben Chilwell's playing today and Cam play as a left back is the reason why Tuchel thinks he can do it.
To be honest, a 4 or a 3 or a 5, whatever way, it's the teams nowadays are so flexible. Certainly teams that want to go forwards, that it
Go on,
turns into
Aspu.
a 4 or a
Chelsea are
3
playing
whenever
well.
you want.
Playing with a bit of pressure, playing with a bit of heart.
Want to push forward, don't they? So it actually doesn't matter that much.
We pass the ball around, getting in the swing of things. I'm just enjoying it.
Antonio Rudiger.
I'm enjoying seeing how we're playing, seeing how the team is growing, and how we are performing. If we play like we have been doing, and go into this home tie against Atletico Madrid on form, I think we stand a chance. We won't want to come into the Atletico Madrid game on the back of a defeat, because that won't be good for won't be good for the confidence of the players. But if you guys have turned up late, it's Chelsea versus Leeds. It's 0-0. About 5.5 minutes played. And also go on to my community tab and vote on who you think on who you think will win between Chelsea and Leeds. The poll is on my community tab.
It's pretty much par for the course for him.
And put a question in the chat.
To try and get Hakim Ziyech away. It's good defending over there by Alioski, who is back in the lead side at left back for this one.
As a Chelsea fan, you got to be up for everything.
Here at Ellen Road for this lunchtime kick-off, but it's quite a blustery day, which is worth taking into account.
If we play well and play with a bit of passion, play with a bit of heart, you never know what can happen in a team. Oh, he should have scored! Havertz, how have you not scored that, my son?
Because he was so unlucky on Monday, and there again was a great opportunity for him.
Yeah, Luke Ayling does really well eventually.
Oh, how has Havertz not scored that goal? Offside! Offside!
Well, Tyler Roberts is going to be denied by the flag.
Offside!
For Leeds, but it shows just how quickly they can hit.
Offside!
Havertz chance at one end. They were in the Chelsea box in a flash.
Yeah, he makes a really good run, Bamford. He's just offside. You see,
What the good news is Bamford's just offside, Star.
He runs along that line and he just goes early, and he is offside.
If you wonder about the speed of the counter-attack, Steve, 17 seconds from the goalkeeper touching it to it being in the net at the other end. That's
Come on, Chelsea!
in a nutshell.
Yeah, and you wonder about Chelsea's back line. We spoke about it before. He nearly got cut open there by a good run by Bamford, and that's what he has to keep on doing.
Super chance at the other end for Kai Havertz, wasn't it? 1 goal in 23 matches, including 15 Premier League games.
Hello, Mushra. Hello. If you guys want to know, Leeds did have the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside.
Yeah, Pulisic was really good, wasn't he, driving at Alioski?
I do want to ask you guys a quick question. Would you guys like me to do a highlights show on the channel? So it means if I do multiple streams, you put all those streams into one video so people can watch all the streams in one go.
So N'Golo Kante, the way that Leeds play, there's no surprise that he's back in the Chelsea midfield with the amount of ground.
So, what do you guys think of that? Me doing a the stream highlight show. So it means, say I do.
This is how they
say I do Chelsea today, and then I do Atletico Madrid on Wednesday, I can then put Chelsea and Atletico Madrid streaming one, and that can be like a highlight show.
Tell you what, Steve, when you see that replay, Andreas Christensen needs a great deal of credit because he just spotted Bamford and just took the gamble on stepping up, didn't he? And it was just enough. Christensen, who's regained some favour here at Chelsea under Thomas Tuchel. He started 8 of the last 9 matches in all competitions and was vital there to the Chelsea defensive cause. Here's Hakim Ziyech. Mount knows there's space on this side for Chilwell, and they've got 3 in the box here, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea!
Christian Pulisic.
Kante.
On by Havertz.
Pulisic!
Pulisic
Oh!
trying to find a way through.
Go on, more!
How fortunate.
Oh my God!
Well, Melier won't get look like that for the rest of the match. That's quite astonishing.
That shit, what the fudge?
Really well.
What if his own players? Literally, Alien just hit the ball against his own player, and it bounced off his own teammate and hit the crossbar. Oh my God!
Could do absolutely nothing about it, and it just hit the woodwork. And
So, do you guys want me to do a stream highlight show on the channel? So it means you guys.
Through here to Havertz, and the flag stays down against him.
So it means you guys will get to see. So say if I do multiple streams during the week, all the highlights will be coming to one video.
Lovely feel to it though, Steve.
Yeah.
Or do you guys want me to do separate highlights for each? Do you guys want me to do separate highlights?
Off goes the dangerous Rafinha.
Or do you want me to do separate highlights for each stream?
And really important defending in there for Chelsea by Jorginho.
We're lucky. I'm just a bit nervous, that's why I'm just moving around a bit, folks. Be back in a minute.
It was 3-1 for Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in December when they played it. A match that was played in front of 2,000 supporters, and a win that day that took Chelsea top. Leeds have been a better away team than they have been here at Ellen Road in the main so far this season. You would feel that that's going to swing around when they get the fans back in, because this is one of the stadiums where the supporters do generate a huge home advantage.
Yeah, there's a lot of statistics like that. Once we get the fans back in, home advantage will really start to mount up right across the league, which is what we want to see.
Down goes Havertz, and he was helped there by Pascal Struijk.
It was a silly one, really. Not very subtle, was it? It was just held up in the wind, the ball, so he didn't need to make challenges like that.
A lot of the talk in midweek with Kai Havertz centred around him playing as a false 9, which is pretty much the name for the position, but he did play forward a lot more than that. He was pushed forward at the back end of last season at Bayer Leverkusen when they had some injuries, and responded with a really strong finish in terms of goals. And when you see Chelsea set up like they are today, you would expect him in the mainstream to be the focal point.
Right.
You just have to adapt. I know he's only he's only a young man.
Separate highlights for each stream,
a lot of the Chelsea players are going to have to play in different positions, because that's what the manager wants them to do. Of course, he's changed the
do a highlight show.
And if he wants you as the false 9, he's just going to have to try and grasp that area.
Hello, Tyler. I've just got to pop off again for 5 minutes, just because.
Certainly going forward, we're going to have to try and invest heavily in a number 9. There's where he hits it against Lorette.
I mean, what are the odds on the spin being exactly perfect so it lands back in the goalkeeper's arms?
Doesn't even have to move, the keeper.
For a goalkeeper who's made the second most saves in the Premier League this season, Steve, that's a nicer moment for him. Tends to be a busy man, Illan Melier. Here's Chilwell. Kai Havertz. Ziyech. In by Pulisic, it's a good ball. And Leeds were mighty relieved that Ayling was able to get there slightly ahead of Mason Mount. And Christian Pulisic so far down that right-hand side causing a real problem to Leeds.
Lovely and quick again. Good run. I mean, Havertz makes the right run. He just wondered whether on the Chelsea play should be gambling behind Kai Havertz. He started the game well, the man in shot, Pulisic. It's nice and sharp.
He seems at this stage to have the beating of the Leeds United left-back Alioski, doesn't he? It's a mistake by Christensen. Rafinha playing it forward. It's on now to Bamford. Roberts. Here goes the shot from Roberts. Oh, he's in the bar.
What a lovely effort that was. See, he meant it, didn't he? Just trying to chip him, curl it into that far corner.
I just wonder how fortunate Mendy was as well with the ball coming down, that he didn't hit him and go in. Well, both teams have hit the woodwork. In fact, Leeds have hit the woodwork twice, haven't they? Because it was their deflection at the other end.
Hey guys,
Mistake from Christensen.
Leeds have just hit the bar. Sorry if I've gone. Shall we do I? Yeah. I'm going to be doing a highlight show.
I wonder whether Mendy actually got a little touch to that, because
right.
he was certainly arching his
Guys,
trying to get up there.
guys.
If he did, it was a vital little touch for the...
I'm going to be doing a highlight show.
But we'll take a closer look
So
at
that
it
means
when we get
that
the
it
chance
won't
again.
be a stream. It won't be a stream, it'll just be a regular video. Will just be bits of each stream. It was just about Leeds. Leeds have just hit the bar through Tyler Roberts. Tyler Roberts has hit the bar, and they're thinking Mendy might have got a touch onto it to make it the bar. And Mendy did get a touch. Mendy got a little touch. And I went to, because my parents are back, so I just went to go and say hi to them, see how they are and everything.
Can be a game of millimetres, this one, can't it?
Go on, Chels! Go on, Mount! That'll be a corner, take it.
It's a goal kick for Leeds.
Goal kick? I don't think that was a goal kick.
Doesn't even look, he just knows where the goal is. He's aiming for that far corner. Look at the spin on the ball.
Mendy, that's why you are a good goat of a keeper this season for us. Look at that, look at Mendy. If that was Kepa would have let that in. Kepa would have conceded that goal. No. Adam, Leeds hit the bar twice, but one was for us. One was for us. And our goal that we were trying to score past. Yeah, they hit the bar for us, and then hit the bar for themselves.
And Leeds have also contrived to hit their own crossbar, so it hasn't been dull by any stretch of the imagination.
But I will be doing a highlight stream, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun for you guys.
Last touch there off Mason Mount. Luke Ayling got a knock as well.
Yeah, it was accidental. It's just into the... I think it was just his shoulder, I think. Mason Mount's his arm. No, it's actually his elbow, isn't it?
Ouch, that's going to hurt in every sense of the word and purpose.
Accidental. He's up. He's a tough boy, isn't he?
Mason Mount, who didn't start on Monday, back in the team today, but he's going to be suspended in midweek for the second leg against Atletico Madrid. So he was a player that we fully expected to be.
You know Mendy is like 6'7" or something, so that's so he's really tough. Yeah, he is. So it really helps. It really helps us massively in like stuff like that. Like trying to get it when the ball's high. It's like an advantage.
Ball, isn't it? Feed Pulisic, I think.
Go on, Pulisic. Run with it, my son. Ziyech. Oh, block, Ziyech. Now it's with Kante, and Kante's giving it away, and Leeds can now counter. Oh, Jorginho, you need to be more confident, son. Well done, Aspie.
Back towards Mendy
Well done,
by
Aspie.
Aspilicueta after the really acrobatic flick on by Jack Harrison.
He just needed to be told, Jack Harrison, he would have been better leaving it for Bamford and carrying on his run. Down either side, Pulisic on that far side, Rafinha down this side. They look as if they're the players who may be most dangerous today. Rafinha running that Chilwell.
Phillips towards Roberts.
So, hopefully Chelsea can do
Leeds
well.
have
We're
lost
playing
their
all
last two
right.
league matches. They haven't lost 3 in a row all season. Their main weakness, though, has been conceding goals in the first half. They've found themselves chasing games, which at this level is always difficult to do.
So,
Try and avoid that today.
we will be doing a highlight show.
Here's Alioski.
Guys, in the chat, put down
Stuart
what
Dallas.
day you would like the highlight show to be.
Now Harrison. Leeds have got plenty forward. As always, it was in towards Bamford. Good header by Rudiger.
Yeah, nice ball in. Nice and flat, wasn't it? Good header by Rudiger.
I'll give you my opinion on what day I would like the highlight show to be. I would say either the Thursday or Friday, because usually midweek games are usually Tuesday or Wednesday. And don't forget, we play Wednesday. I'm doing a Chelsea. I'm doing Leeds today. I'm doing Atletico Madrid on Wednesday. So it could be Thursday. What do you guys think about that?
Stuart Dallas won it back fairly from Ben Chilwell. Here's Harrison, the rain's tumbling down now at Ellen Road. Alioski on the run, Aspilicueta back there for Chelsea, but didn't fully clear. Harrison takes on Pulisic and gets the ball in towards Bamford.
Well
That's a
done!
great header by Rudiger.
Well done, Rudiger!
Great ball in. Rudiger, excellent.
The last 2 crosses we've seen from that side, Steve, have been outstanding, haven't they?
Yeah.
Here's Ziyech. Havertz, I think he's going to be offside. They'll let the game play.
Yeah.
I think the German had started a little bit too quickly. Christian Pulisic can now get involved and deliver the ball in. And then the flag goes up. We were right.
Yeah.
It's a shame, really, because it could have gone fractionally
Yeah.
sooner to him, couldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he made the run, Havertz. And it was a good run. As I said, he could have received it.
So, the ball has now gone out for a goal kick to Chelsea. Chelsea 0, Leeds 0.
Lovely ball, wasn't it? Jack
Ball
Harrison.
crossed in for Leeds and headed away by Rudiger. It rarely when it matters most.
Cleared one before, an in-swinger. This one's an out-swinger, but still nice and aggressive attacking that.
While I'm doing this stream, I can much rather I'm not doing it tomorrow. I'm doing. I'm going to be doing the. What is it? I want to do it during the week because I might be doing one. I might be doing one or 1 or 2 streams during the week. So, like, I'm doing Chelsea versus Leeds today. I'm doing Sheffield versus Maidenhead today. I'm doing Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea on the Wednesday. So think about it. You could have on a highlight for the first highlights episode. You could have 3 set of highlights from 3 different streams that I've done during the week. Think about it.
Took a chance there, didn't he?
He's got to be careful back there, maybe. It's not as if you don't expect Leeds to press you like that. They've been doing it all season.
Are you a bit confused or something? It's the stream highlights. It's highlights from the stream, so people who can't make it to the stream can then see what has happened, but cut up into cut into bits. So it's like the best parts of it.
So like at the bottom of the screen, it's almost like he's trying to orchestra started.
Adam, I'm going to do it on Thursday.
Chilwell with the ball, it's glanced on as well.
I'm going to...
By Christian Pulisic, but not close enough to Kai Havertz.
Yeah, he's beckoning Pulisic to make the run from the right-hand side, centrally, in some sort of diagonal.
I will say, what about Thursday, guys? Just because of Chelsea do play on Wednesday, and it means I can then sort out the stream on the Thursday. Means then I can then edit on the Thursday.
From our vantage point, he's being driven right into the face of the Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy as well. It's been a very changeable day so far at Elland Road. Sunshine at kickoff, heavy rain now.
Go.
Yeah, there is no commentary for the game, but we'll just do... because there is no commentary for the Chesterfield game, do you guys still want me to do a...
Nearly challenged by Havertz. Kante endeavouring to win it back again. It's been ultra competitive for the...
Or do you think I should leave it?
Both sides intent on trying to score. Very open game.
You don't really mess around with the ball here, do you? In these conditions, get the ball forward.
Decision's gone Leeds United's way. It's a goal kick.
Do you guys want me to still do
Here's Kante for Chelsea.
a live watch on for...
Chilwell made a good run, but so did Rafinha, who went with him. So many moving parts in both of these teams when they're attacking. See both fullbacks trying to get forward. Chilwell down this left-hand side and Rafinha involved in a really good battle already. Here's Aspilicueta. Christian Pulisic.
commentary. Or do you want me to leave it for today?
There's Mount. Mason Mount has only missed 5 of the last 94
Come on,
Chelsea matches. And don't forget to stay with us later because we've got 2 Premier League matches today. Fulham against Manchester City from 7:30. That's on 1HD. And Ultimate, the game that matters significantly at both ends of the Premier League table. And bearing in mind Newcastle dropped more points last night, that's a real incentive tonight for Scott Parker and his players. Christensen for Chelsea, bit of space for Kante, found room to turn.
Come on, boys!
And
Kante!
shoots.
Oh!
And it took a deflection which takes it behind for the corner. And N'Golo Kante hasn't scored for 15 months, but it opened up for him there.
Yeah, just a little bit wasteful from Dallas. Allows Kante to get the ball back from Christensen, drives forward nice and quick. Just whether he was just trying to bend it into that top corner. Set piece now for Leeds to defend.
Yeah, it's the first test like this for them today. They've conceded the most goals in the Premier League this season from corners. They've managed to avoid this kind of worrisome situation up to now.
Come on, Charles, get ahead on the ball!
Here's Jorginho. Strange when a corner goes right through the penalty area like that and doesn't get touched by anybody. goes by Ayling. There've been moments though in the first half, Steve, where I've no doubt that both Bielsa and Tuchel have been slightly concerned with their teams playing out from the back, because the pressing from both sides so far has been really good.
See Bamford there limping. It's the second time he's had a knock.
Certainly won't go off today, will he? The Leeds United number 9 with his connections to Chelsea.
He's struggling though. Someone pick up Ben Chilwell. He doesn't want to be chasing him.
Oh, he's dropped in and right back at the moment, which is a concern. There's Mount. Aspilicueta. Chilwell's managed to run past Bamford into the box. There's Pulisic.
He hasn't even sent anybody out to warm up at all, Leeds, so he must feel like he's okay, Bamford, even though he can't hardly walk.
He's gone down now in the penalty area, so Bamford
Nah, I
is down.
won't be watching the game today,
He's gonna
Luca.
need to be treated.
You have to pay money to do it.
Sent anybody out to
So
warm
what
up.
I'm doing is I'll just do what I do last time. We'll just play music while we're doing it, and I'll let you know if anything happens.
He looks as if he's really struggling, doesn't he?
Bamford's races run.
It's just fairly innocuous, wasn't it? Just a bump together.
Yeah, Bamford's just gone down injured after a challenge
just on
from
his-
Rudiger, but it was nothing much in
Leg
it.
or gluteus maximus, whatever we call it nowadays.
And it looks like Leeds are going for a substitution.
Rodrigo, who is going out to warm up. Well, they're just not sure Bamford is okay. Thoughts for Bielsa. Now, don't forget to join us for the Champions League in midweek. Manchester City in control of their last 16 tie against the German side Borussia Mönchengladbach. They're 2-0 up for Tuesday night. That's on 2XD from 7, and Chelsea in control as well, with Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone, etc. coming to Stamford Bridge on Wednesday. That's from 7 o'clock on 2XD and Ultimate. And as mad as the weather conditions have been so far, we are bathed in sunshine once again. And we'll wait and see whether Patrick Bamford is going to be able to carry on here or not.
This is really unfortunate for him. You can see it's just a dead leg of sorts, isn't it? It's further up, of course, but.
So how is everyone enjoying the game?
I'm sure you've had one of those when you've been. Can you run those kind of things off?
Yeah. Probably every challenge though will probably just make it a little bit worse. It's the
Come on, Chelsea!
like that.
Go on, Kante! Now it's Pulisic for Chelsea. Now it's Havertz for Chelsea. Go on, Havertz, get the ball. Well done.
Only partially slowing Chelsea.
Now it's Kante. Now it's Havertz. Havertz is thinking about putting the ball in the box. No, he hasn't. Now it's Kante. Kante for Chelsea. Now it's with Chilwell. Chilwell. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky Chilwell.
And Kevin Friend agrees with him.
Certainly looked like a corner, didn't it? Let's have a look. Kevin Friend's in a perfect position. No, actually, it doesn't look as if it was.
You need to comment on the
See
game.
whether Chelsea can be a bit more accurate with the
Why
corners
do I
on
need to
this
comment
side.
on the game?
Having
Why?
completely wasted the previous one.
It's a corner for Chelsea. About 33 minutes played. Ball crossed in.
Taken by Mason Mount.
And it's missed
Given
everyone.
away by Tyler Roberts.
Now it's with Aspilicueta for Chelsea. Now it's with Jorginho. And now Pulisic has now lost out. And Leeds can get it cleared. Now it's with Ziyech. Ziyech again.
Well, I would say about Patrick Bamford, Steve. At the moment, it's not getting any looser.
Jorginho to try and play it through to Ziyech. Unlucky. If you guys like the stream, hit the thumbs up button to get the likes, subscribe, hit the bell notification as well.
Chilwell looking for Havertz. Headed away by Llorente and then cleared by Ayling.
Yeah, I think that says it all for poor Patrick Bamford. That'll be it now. Is Rodrigo going to come on? It's disappointing for the lads.
This game of all games, this opposition of all opposition, is the day that Patrick Bamford picks up an injury and has to go off, which is so disappointing for him. He was so keen to impress today. Signed for Chelsea on the same day they signed Kevin De Bruyne from Genk in 2012. He never kicked a ball for them, but I suppose when you've been in a situation like this, you always fancy showing them what you're made of when you get the chance.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate, as you've said. Hopefully it won't keep him out for long. That type of injury.
Come on, boys! You guys like the stream with the thumbs up button. Don't forget to like, subscribe, with the bell notification. Don't forget to hit post as well.
February with a groin problem. He was back on the bench against West Ham on Monday, and he's needed here to replace Leeds United's top scorer in the first half against Chelsea.
Come on! Oh, referee! Foul by Havertz. Free kick to Leeds.
It goes towards Rodrigo.
Ah, Rudiger, man.
Here's Ayling. Good foot in for Chelsea from Jorginho. No
Come on,
foul.
Chelsea.
Kevin Friend was
Kante for
looking
Chelsea.
directly at that.
Now it's with Havertz. Now it's with
This makes
Mount.
it now for Chelsea. Swings it forward, looking for Hakim Ziyech.
Go on,
That's a good
Ziyech.
ball.
Ziyech.
Havertz on his way into the
Corner.
good defending back there.
Corner, take it.
Played really well, Calvin Phillips.
Take
He
it.
anticipated it.
Take the
holding off
corner,
the
I'll
wings,
take the
because
corner.
Of course, the pass was a lovely pass by Mason Mount. As soon as it hits the floor, it just stops. So he's nice and aggressive, Calvin Phillips, making sure he won it.
Calvin
Someone
Phillips
in
sitting
blue,
the spin
get your head
a lot
onto
better
it.
than The England batsmen have been doing recently.
He won yesterday, leave him alone.
Even on a pitch like this, Steve.
It's funny, even watching him here line up in the corner, you see Harrison where he stands.
That's gone to Rudiger and deflected through to Melier, not that far away from Aspilicueta.
Very intriguing watching them. Jack Harrison stands about 10 yards away from the corner kick. You feel as if he's almost wasted there. There's one man down because, of course,
Come on,
the corner
boys!
plays him every single time. Sometimes you'd love to pick the bones of some of these managers and what they're thinking in their corner routines.
Come on.
7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Chelsea have been dominating the ball.
There's the corner into the box. Rudiger as free as you like, isn't he? There, just bounces off his knee. Just gets a little touch off Ayling.
Challenge here for Leeds at the
All
moment,
the
Steve,
vloggers
to get themselves some possession.
do of it
Here's
endlessly.
Jorginho. Aspilicueta to Kante.
They're not giving up any chances, are they, Leeds?
No.
But as you said, it's they're better on the ball, aren't they, going forwards?
Come on, Chelsea.
Here's Mason Mount with a shot. Melier down to save it.
Well, Leeds. Oh, come on, Chelsea. I'm getting confused.
So there is the inevitability, though, Steve, that if they do keep control of the ball, Chelsea, the chances will come.
Yeah, definitely. I think.
So if you hear me say anything else, it's because my mates have just text, come on Leeds and everything, so I'm just reading what my mates are saying, boys. Mates have been, some of my friends have been messaging me. Murat, what do you mean by vloggers does of it endlessly?
Kovacic, Hudson-Odoi and James. Players who started in the victory against Everton on Monday.
What?
Christensen looking to try and play Pulisic in behind Alioski, who can make the clearance.
It was good play by Christensen, wasn't it? And the space was there for Pulisic.
Luca, the game is on.
No chance for Chilwell.
Good closing down by Harrison. Very, very unselfish.
Intercepted by Stuart Dallas. Here's Luke Ayling. One player that Chelsea haven't been able to get involved too much in the first half is Ziyech, Steve.
Yeah, he's in an unusual position, isn't he? Because of course, you've got Havertz up there. He's in between him and Pulisic, and he's just trying to get the ball infield, really. You consider him
So,
more or less
LB, everyone's enjoying the
a
stream.
wide person, wouldn't you? So he is just trying to fit in. As we mentioned before, everybody's trying to fit into different roles with Chelsea. The manager wants to look at them, see if
You
they can
didn't
play there, see if
have
they can
a
adapt.
Luca. You
It's a
didn't
test
put
for
that.
Ziyech.
You put the game was called off.
Kante towards Havertz.
Yeah. If Chesterfield are at home on
Saturday,
on Tuesday, I might do Chesterfield on Tuesday.
Fouled the Chelsea man as well, so a free kick.
Silly one, wasn't it? The opportunity to fizz one in here. Very, very unnecessary.
Alioski's going to be at the Euros in the summer with North Macedonia, who are going to go into the tournament as one of the big outsiders. We'll be excited about the prospect of that. Got his work cut out today, though, on that side against Christian Pulisic.
I mean, I'd be giving Pulisic the ball as much.
I'm doing Chesterfield game after this, after Chelsea Leeds.
Early on in the game.
Two clusters of players here. Chelsea's height mainly is in the
Free
smaller
kick for
cluster
Chelsea.
on the left
Mason
side.
Mount
That's
to
where
take
they've
it.
got Rudiger and Christensen.
Someone in blue get onto it.
Off goes Antonio Rudiger. Melier came. Here's
Christensen for Chelsea. Now it's with Chilwell. Now it's with Christensen. Chilwell again.
Chilwell's got a bit of time now to try and pick somebody out. Melier just a little bit higher than Rudiger.
I did well, the keeper.
You guys, for the highlight show, if any game ends up being 0-0, there might not be any point me adding it to the highlights show.
Goalkeepers, don't you? And he did that there, the youngster.
I've just been watching Thomas Tuchel down below. Seems to be happiest when he sees
Hello, Tyler.
to avoid them being
Hello, Taylor.
by Leeds attackers. That seems to be the main focus of the praise that he's dishing out down there. The fact
What are you saying the Bluetooth Mac keyboard for?
in this first half?
God.
The boys indicated it, didn't they, Rio and Joe, before on the big screen? Certainly the example at Liverpool where the defenders sprinted to get back into a shape. They're all doing that en masse, and they have to do it, of course, against this Leeds team.
Come on, Chelsea.
Harrison. It's a Leeds United corner.
Corner to Leeds. 44 minutes played.
Thomas Tuchel's gone for a sit down and Marcelo Bielsa's gone for a walk.
It's their opportunity to get some quality into that penalty area. See the
Come on, Charles.
shadow of the stands. That's where you're aiming it, hopefully.
Encouragement from the manager. Strauch and Llorente forward from centre back. It was a booming corner.
Corner this side. is a throw-in, excuse me.
Tyler, I love the idea of here's the thing. I literally got one on me. It comes with a Mac. It comes with the actual computer.
It's Roberts and now Ayling. Dallas. One thing that has changed for Leeds since the substitution is that aerial presence in the middle of Patrick Bamford. They can't just toss the ball in anymore. Rodrigo, a different kind of striker. Rudiger with the block, and then cleared away by Mount.
Come on, Chelsea! Kante for Chelsea.
Minutes of additional time. 0-0.
Ziyech.
It's Hakim Ziyech. It's a good
Go
ball
on!
from Kai Havertz.
Havertz! Oh!
Straight to the goalkeeper.
Chance, wasn't it? Chance. Pulisic and Havertz make the run. Fires it into the ground. Easy enough for the keeper.
Finished last season, Kai Havertz, with 13 goals in the last 19 matches for Bayer Leverkusen, playing slightly further up the pitch. Movement's been good today.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop off for 5 minutes at the end of the half.
It's a smart layoff by the German to Mount.
Mount for Chelsea.
N'Golo Kante.
Now it's with Kante. Now it's with Ziyech. Ah!
So yes, I've spotted the run there of Pulisic, but that's the last action of the first half that started really quickly. And Tyler Roberts involved in lots. He had a goal disallowed for offside. The offside was against Bamford, not him. And he also saw a chip clawed onto the crossbar by Edouard Mendy. Which
Half
was
time,
one
Chelsea
situation
nil,
that
Leeds
Chelsea
nil.
were able to survive. Leeds will look at the other end when the ball thundered back off.
Just put some music on for you guys at half time. So I'll see you guys in 5. Hello everyone. So, how's everyone? Come on, Chelsea, let's get a win.
And as soon as you're finished at Elland Road, stay on for score. Don't do it for me, do it for Jules.
Or do it to stay on top of all the football scores this afternoon. We've got it all covered. The Premier League, Championship, the Scottish Premiership and everything around Europe too. We'll see you just before 3.
Wonderful, yeah, it's a busy old afternoon of sport. We're looking forward to it, and I don't blame the Chelsea players. Just grabbing another minute of warmth inside before they come out, Joe. Certainly cold in there. Real, what do you
Good,
expect from the
Joe.
second half?
Ah, what they do is they wait for the captain. The captain goes out first. I like that.
Two teams working hard. The conditions are working against them. But I think Chelsea
I like that. I like it that they wait for the captain to go out and then the whole team just goes out after him. So the captain goes out first. And then,
Yeah, it's a lovely song. No, from Chelsea's perspective, it's more of the same. Get a little bit more higher energy in the final third. He's got a bench to choose from. Leeds.
good, Chelsea.
Rio said, I think he got to hang on. Can they?
Chelsea. Good, boys.
It's going to be end to end like the first half. I expect goals.
Absolutely, thanks for shouting. I'd have struggled to hear you otherwise. Whoever's in charge of the PA, they're certainly trying to create an atmosphere without fans for this second half, and what we would hope is that somehow they can inspire one or other team to start scoring some goals. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Time to hand you back to Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher for the second half. Gents, all yours.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, fellas. So both teams ready for the second half. Leeds United have now got 6 Premier League matches without scoring a first-half goal.
Second
Thomas
half.
Tuchel's Chelsea
That's what I've
45
done. I've
minutes away
changed
from
it
4
now,
successive clean
guys.
sheets in the Premier League for the first time in more than 4 years. It was Chelsea, Steve, that had the majority of the ball in the first half. I wonder what the half-time message would have been from Marcelo Bielsa.
Yeah, they do need to do a bit more, don't they?
Come on,
They need to balance
Charles!
Chelsea as well to
Chelsea!
break them down.
Chelsea!
Taking a
Chelsea!
host of good
Chelsea!
chances, certainly in the latter part of that first half. So let's see if they can start a little bit brighter again.
I'm thinking about doing Chesterfield versus Maiden today, but there is no commentary for the game, so it makes it harder to do a live stream for it.
So the Spain international Rodrigo came on to replace him.
So I've done that to ask you guys a question.
In the first half, as Rio said at half-time, it did start off really, really quickly and fizzled out a little bit towards half-time, but it is the kind of match with these two teams that could ignite at any moment.
Yeah, and certainly the Chelsea bench, there's a huge amount of experience on that bench.
Off goes Rafinha. Whether the ball that got him out there means that he was offside, we'll wait and see.
Well
Yes,
done, Kante, and
does.
Rudiger, well
He
done.
wasn't allowed to go. The flag was raised, but he did look a good yard offside when the ball was played through to him.
Yeah, just.
Kante skips away from Dallas. Havertz onto Chilwell.
Come on, Chelsea.
The ball bobbling around, isn't it? I mean, the conditions
That's a
are
free kick.
a bit difficult today. So it's not conducive to free-flowing, fast football.
Antonio Rudiger, who won 2 really important defensive headers early in the first half.
Come on, boys.
Chelsea, although him and his defensive colleagues didn't have a great deal of work to do in the first 45 minutes. Here comes
Aspilicueta for Chelsea.
captain.
Go on. Go on, Havertz.
Opportunity now for Kai Havertz.
Oh!
Blazers over the bar, having worked some space.
Oh, Havertz. Unlucky, Havertz.
Strange, wasn't it? I think it was Calvin Phillips runs away and leaves all the space. See, Phillips has got Havertz, but then he just keeps on going towards the penalty spot and allows Havertz to cut inside. Llorente makes a last-ditch challenge across, but it was very much slow motion, like. And Havertz just thrashes it, doesn't he? And right at the keeper, he stays nice and strong.
The Chelsea corner, travelled all the way through again. Kai Havertz was nearest to it for Chelsea.
Yeah, he does enough, Llorente. Leans on him.
Come on, boys.
It's been one of those games so far, Steve, for Meslier, the Leeds United goalkeeper, that all of the saves he's had to make are ones that you would expect him to.
Yeah, very much so. The last one was hit right at him. He just stayed nice and strong, which, as you said, he's fully expected to do.
Go on, Aspie. Aspie. Oh. Throw in for Leeds United. Throw in.
There's Dallas. It's an interesting ball up to Roberts, who's got runners up there with him. Rodrigo's arrived in the box. Roberts went himself.
Well done, Mendy.
Always easy for Mendy.
Yeah, good run by Tyler Roberts. Took a deflection off Pulisic. Always wants to cut inside onto that right foot.
Come on, Chelsea, need to get a goal.
Away by Strauch. Kante moves away from Dallas. Kevin Friend in the way.
Shows it the ball back because it hit the referee. Go on.
Rudiger trying to get Chilwell in
Ah,
behind, but
lucky.
there for Leeds. The run that Chelsea are on at the moment isn't their best this season, despite the impressive nature of it. They went 17 games without defeat between September and December. It was the run over Christmas and into the new year that led to the managerial change. But that little period of the season looks more like an aberration when you see them back playing like this again.
Come on, Chelsea.
Yeah, very much so. I think Joe mentioned it earlier on. The players weren't performing, were they? Because you can't just turn it off and on like a tap. They were flying early on in the season, went top of the league as you mentioned before. So then to hit the patch that they had with the team that they have is not fair really, and they just turned it back on again now.
First challenge by Ailing on Jorginho. Here's Rodrigo. Intercepted for Chelsea by Azpilicueta, who quickly wants to go the other way. On to Kante. Azpilicueta's carried on running.
Go on, Ziyech.
Attacking Ziyech.
Ziyech for Chelsea. Now it's with Pulisic.
And they get back quickly, don't they, Leeds?
Now what about, now it's
So
Jorginho
Chelsea,
back
they
to
lose the ball,
Pulisic.
they get back in position.
Christian
Pulisic to Mount, to Havertz.
It's Mason Mount.
Oh, it's Mount. I get Havertz and Mount mixed up because they have like similar haircuts, so it makes it, they look as... No, it's Chilwell, now it's to Mount. Now it's to Havertz. Now to Kante.
Havertz to Kante.
Now it's to Pulisic. How is that not freaking to Chelsea is beyond me.
As well, Alioski, but I think Pulisic was getting pulled there, and I think that's why he was complaining. In the end, he does commit the foul himself.
Has to be a rarity in world football, that, doesn't it? Number 10 against number 10. Right-sided attacker against left back.
Come on,
The
Chelsea.
glamour number.
Well done. Jorginho. Now to Kante.
Kante's had a lot more of the ball.
Now
than
it's to
Jorginho in
Rudiger.
Central midfield so far. Rudiger
Tries to play for the Chilwell.
Chilwell, the
Chilwell.
target. In he goes, it's
Oh,
right
my
through. Meslier
Now
was
it's
just
with Pulisic.
concerned. Here's Pulisic for Chelsea.
Now it's with
Mount.
Mount. Mount for Chelsea. Go on, Mount. Mount's now Ziyech.
Ziyech.
Put it in the box. That's a
Coming
ball.
towards Havertz.
Oh,
Is he gonna do it again?
Havertz.
Nothing falls for him, it seems, at the moment. In
Oh,
front
for
of
God's...
Kai Havertz.
Why is nothing falling for it, even though we're getting everyone into a good
Swing with that
position?
left foot, you've seen him do it before.
Go on. Mounty boy. Mounty boy
Mount
off.
tries to slip it
Mount.
through, gets it back
Kante.
again. Plays here for N'Golo Kante.
Oh, for God's sake.
Sparing defending
Nothing's
back there,
working
Leeds
for
by
us.
Llorente.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Tried to cross it, didn't he?
How
Kante?
many chances are we
Should have been
having?
better
And we
throwing his
just
left foot at
can't.
it.
And Leeds are just getting declared. It's just unreal.
Confidence.
We should have scored at least
Left
2
side.
or 3 by now.
Tried to put it on a play for Havertz.
Now it's with Ziyech.
Ziyech.
Ziyech for Chelsea.
Plays
Oh,
it
lucky
towards
Ziyech.
Chilwell, and that's just slightly ahead of him, but it was a really good spell of pressure for Chelsea.
Ah.
Excellent. This is the N'Golo Kante effort. So pulling it back there, trying to pick out Havertz. And this is the cross by Ziyech. Ailing does really well. Just gets in.
How on earth?
defensive.
How on earth
Havertz
is this
cross,
not going?
sailing
How
over
is it still 0-0
his head.
when Chelsea have had all the chances and we
Spell of
just
pressure
can't
for
score?
Chelsea.
Because Leeds are doing more defending than attack. It's one of those games.
For the first time in the second half,
We have a
it's
chance
just
to go third in
so
the league and go a point behind
reinforcements to go
second.
warm up, hooks in the
So
door
it's
there,
a
and then
big,
Reece James.
important game. This is.
It's a good ball by Alioski to Roberts.
If we know in our luck,
White
Leeds
shirts
will have
are
one
arriving to
chance.
support
Leeds
it.
will have one
Roberts
chance,
takes on
score and win.
Christensen.
That will just be our luck.
And then on by Rodrigo, and then lots of good save by Mendy.
Well done,
Really good
Mendy.
save. The shot on the turn from Rafinha, and somehow Mendy was able to reach back and save it.
Yeah, it was a
'Cause
great
that was
save
going in.
eventually. 'Cause he's almost going down and he doesn't expect the ball to bounce. So he's already making an effort, going right.
Well done, Mendy.
It's a really good save
That's why
to play
Mendy is
by
so
Charlie
good.
Roberts.
He's managed to literally
Really
go
good
one way and then players
concentration
arm to go the
and
other
agility
and still
from the
managed to
Chelsea goalkeeper.
save it.
And then the header steered behind by Pulisic, who was under pressure there from Ayling. Looks like he's such a good acquisition for Chelsea, doesn't he, Mendy? Really solid.
Corner for
with the
Leeds, ball's
Chelsea
crossed
goal. Then a
in.
corner that from Rafinha,
And it's
headed
cleared
away
away by Kante.
Kante.
Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out.
Roberts.
Get it out.
Ayling's at the
Well
far
done, it's
post,
gone out for a
gonna
goal
lead
kick
everybody.
to Chelsea.
And
Come on.
float behind for the Chelsea goal kick.
See, the wind just takes it. There's the stop.
So how is
Headed
everyone?
by
Everyone
Rafinha,
enjoying the
Rafinha just
stream?
doesn't catch it properly.
For me, Chelsea should be winning this game. We've dominated this game
Almost
and just.
situation, Steve, where he gambled on making a
Yeah.
certain type of save and had to change,
Yeah.
didn't he? He's kept 18 clean sheets in 30 games so far for Chelsea, having joined them from Rennes. He was a teammate of Rafinha last season. Those two would have been involved in similar skirmishes during training sessions. Two former Rennes players in
Come on, boys!
direct opposition today.
Throw into Chelsea.
And chances for both of them in the opening 11 minutes of the second half.
We've had the better chance. I would say we've had the better chances because if there's most of the chances that we had, imagine Fulham beating Man City. That will never happen. That will never happen in the month of Sundays. Adam, that will never happen in the month of Sundays.
Here's Rudiger.
Rudiger for Chelsea. Now it's with Mount. Now it's with Kante. Now it's with Havertz.
Kante to
Now it's with
Havertz and then
Ziyech.
Ziyech.
Now it's with Azpilicueta. Now it's
By Pulisic
Kante.
and
Now it's
Kante.
Ziyech.
Kai Havertz.
Now it's with Havertz. Now it's with Chilwell. Now it's with Christensen. Now it's with Rudiger. Now it's with Mount.
Mason Mount.
Now it's
Chilwell.
Chilwell, Mount. Referee free kick. Free kick to
Free
Chelsea. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Yeah, I think it was a free kick. Just gets his body in the way.
Someone in blue, get your head on the ball.
Ziyech beaten to it by Llorente. He's enjoying an extended spell in the side for Leeds at the moment, having been injured at the start of the season. Awkward header by Azpilicueta, but Jorginho there to pick up the pieces. Antonio Rudiger. Kante.
Kante for Chelsea. Now it's with Jorginho.
Jorginho.
It's with the
Chilwell was
Chilwell.
the runner.
Chilwell for Chelsea. Now it's with Kante. Mount.
There's Mason Mount.
Chilwell. Rudiger.
Rudiger.
Mount.
Now Christian Pulisic.
Pulisic. Pulisic, my son.
So they
Ah,
got-
straight at the keeper.
Puts it straight at Mollier.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing actually. It's a great ball by Mason Mount, and one he's one-on-one with
Guys.
Alioski there. You'd expect
Guys, I
something a
need
bit
an
better.
answer
He
from
just
you
shifts and
from
hits, doesn't get
the
any
message
power
that I'm putting
behind
in the
it.
chat. You guys need to answer the question because it's important.
It's a good ball as well.
Azpilicueta just able to get the challenge in on Rafinha.
Well done, Azpilicueta.
Free kick to Leeds though.
I
given away
don't see
by
how that
Pulisic.
is a free kick.
Rafinha just
It's,
caught that challenge as well from the
it-
Chelsea captain.
it was
It's a great
more
ball,
of,
getting
I
that
think it was
time, Roberts
obstruction
crossfield
due to the
passes,
fact that the player
miscontrols
was
it.
literally
Rafinha allows
putting his body on the
Azpilicueta to
ball,
get
and
the
I hated
tackle
when
in.
players do that.
That was a great ball. And there, just a tall touch.
Free kick to Leeds. About half an hour to go, folks. Chelsea 0, Leeds 0.
Lots of inviting space between the Chelsea line and Mendy's goal if Rafinha can get the ball right. Good header by Rudiger.
Yeah.
Well done,
Good
Rudiger.
ball as well. Yet again, Rudiger to the rescue. Good defensive header.
Taking the free kick, Rafinha's gone out to take the corner.
Yeah, good swinger here.
Yeah, Llorente and Strauch up from the back.
Come on, boys.
Chelsea marking zonally inside their own 6-yard box in the main. In goes the corner.
Get it out.
Shot comes in
Out.
from Alioski.
Well done, Kante. Well done, Kante.
By N'Golo Kante.
Chelsea 0, Leeds 0, half an hour to go, folks.
The fact we haven't had a goal so far today, Steve, isn't down to a lack of endeavour on both teams, is it? They're both
Come on,
been
Chelsea!
trying to find a way to score. Here's Jorginho, Chelsea flooding forward again to support him. Mason Mount, Chilwell, offside flag up against
Offside.
Chilwell.
Yeah, there's been lots of endeavour and effort. I think it is a combination of a few things. I mean, we're here in the ground, of course, and you can see the elements haven't helped at all. The wind has played a part. It's just lacking a little tiny bit of quality in certain areas.
If you missed anything in the first half, you can head over to the BT Sport app on your mobile or tablet and use the interactive timeline to check it out from the camera angle of your choice. There were 1 or 2 incidents in the first half that might warrant closer inspection. Given away by Alioski to Kante.
Come on, Kante. Havertz. Chilwell. Go on.
In goes the left back.
Oh.
Couldn't find the finish.
Chilwell at the
Made a few
shot.
of those runs, hasn't he, today?
Yeah, Harrison does really well. You think he's just
Ah.
gonna have one touch and blast with his left foot. He just fluffs his lines, doesn't he, Chilwell? He gets it out in front of him and then just sort of toe pokes it outside of his left foot. Just strange effort in the end.
Only got a couple of goals this season, Chilwell, both of them at Stamford Bridge. He's been anything but a regular starter so far under Thomas Tuchel. That's a nice ball by Kante. Mason Mount on the charge. 3 in the middle for the cross.
Come on,
Good
Chelsea!
by Calvin Phillips. He does that so well for them. He's done it 2 or 3 times in this match, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Come on, Chelsea.
He has a look at Ziyech, follows his run.
First Leeds United player to play for England for 17 years since Alan Smith. Such a key component for this Leeds United team. It's all kind of dictated around the attacking elements of it, but he gives them that little bit of solidity when it all starts to break down. Can be a thankless task in certain games, can't it, for him?
Yeah.
Ziyech, Pulisic.
Pulisic. Oh.
Well, the cost they're going to come on. Should be interesting to see who comes off.
Helder Costa coming on to replace Jack Harrison. Costa, who started the Premier League match against West Ham. So that's the second change made today by Marcelo Bielsa, having had to replace Patrick Bamford in the first half. Foul on Ayling by Mason Mount.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see when Thomas Tuchel decides to throw on his reinforcements now, because it's a game he'll feel that he should try and win. The dominant in possession, Chelsea.
Come on, Chelsea.
Strong enough at the back at this moment in time. It's just whether a Werner or a Giroud can get on.
Christensen caught in the face there by Rafinha. Giroud's warming up at the moment.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. Whereas Werner's down here getting some instructions as well, but not materialising as such yet.
Chelsea with a chance to go third in the table if they win, and they'd be just a point off second.
Go on!
Mason Mount with a nice turn, playing it forward towards Havertz, but just over-hitting the pass a little bit.
We've seen that a lot, haven't we? Because of the wins, they're firing the ball in at times.
Come on, Chelsea!
They're just taking it away from them. And that ball holds up this end when Costa receives it.
Costa takes on Chilwell and beats him. Roberts swings in the cross. Rodrigo was nearly there. Rafinha is. And that's a good challenge by Pulisic.
Do you guys want me to do a live watch-along of Chesterfield versus Maidenhead? Or do you want me to leave it until Tuesday's game against
Chilwell as if he wasn't there.
Sutton United?
Rafinha out to take the corner. Away by Kante.
Candy heads it away.
Just looking down below as Reece James is pretty much directly below the commentary position, and he's just taken off some of the tracksuits.
Just to let you guys know that there is no commentary for the Chesterfield game, so it makes it a lot harder for me to do a live watch on.
Just around his shin pads, as I can see, so he's going to come on.
Reece James baller, Reece James baller, Reece James baller.
It's not a bench anymore. Chelsea's area of the stand, I think you'd call it. Here's Andreas Christensen.
Well done, ref.
For Chelsea.
Oh.
He kind of whacked, didn't he? Just after all the game, carried, calmed down. There's the foul, and he's just has a laugh with Rudiger and takes a knock.
He knows it wasn't malicious because he's not. Oh.
It's caused him a problem.
Yeah, it has, yeah. It's a sore one for him.
All totally unnecessary because the whistle had already gone.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a laugh and a joke, wasn't it? You see here, he just.
I don't think Rudiger did anything. I don't think Rudiger did anything.
So there they are, Reece James.
Timo Werner is coming on, and Reece James is coming on.
Chelsea change coming here at Ellen Road. At the midway point of the
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. Who's coming off? Who's coming off for Timo Werner, and who's coming off for Reece James?
You asked the question again today, Steve, with Timo Werner ready to come on. Is this the day that he can click into life and become the Timo Werner from Leipzig? I'm sure it's in there and will come out. Timo!
And off.
Very nice attributes. He'll score goals eventually. He just needs refining, I think.
And off comes Pulisic. Pulisic's had a good game.
Yes, he speaks good English, of course, but still.
Pulisic's had a good game, and Ziyech has tried his best today, and Ziyech is going off. So Pulisic off. Reece James on. And Ziyech off. And Werner on.
Judge him next year, I think that's the fairest point with a lot of the new signings Chelsea have acquired.
So James for Pulisic.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that because Reece James is a good player.
Kind of been on the edge of it all the way through, replaced by Werner.
I like Reece James because when he comes on, he's got that speed, so it means he can do something with the ball.
Yeah, and he's just gone and stood right up top, hasn't he? Werner, like he would. It was as if Ziyech was caught in two minds about what position he was playing today, so he's very much on the periphery where you can see Havertz and Werner up there now. One will drop, one will run into the space.
It looks a lot more like an orthodox back three as well for Chelsea now. It's kind of been betwixt and between, hasn't it, so far? The position of Aspilicueta certainly.
Well done, Aspie! Tried to win the ball back, but unfortunately slipped. So
pretty much zero defensive responsibility, didn't he?
20 minutes to go. Chelsea 0, Leeds 0 in the Premier League. Chelsea with a chance of going 1 point behind second place Manchester United in the league.
And Christensen.
Well done, Christensen.
just for Chelsea. So one or two nice moments today,
Yeah,
Tyler Roberts.
He's had a good few. It's a hard day's work for him, but he's a couple of nice passes, a couple of good turns. He had that effort in the first half.
A little bit more than 20 minutes to go. 0-0. Rafinha drills
Come on,
in the cross
boys.
with a lot of pace. It's dealt with for Chelsea by Christensen. Here's Werner.
Come on, Werner.
First chance to use his speed since coming on, maybe. He could challenge
Oh.
Alioski. He's going to get the yellow card here, Alioski, for the challenge.
Yeah,
He didn't even look like he was going to get the ball.
misses it. Yeah, he doesn't get the ball. Brings him down.
Come on. Unlucky Kante.
Sometimes it's the navy coat, today it's the lighter coloured one. Thomas Tuchel.
He changed that at half time.
There's Kanto. Rudiger. Shoots Rudiger. Lillier down to parry. It's a while since Antonio Rudiger got himself on the score sheet for Chelsea.
Why not take the shot on? It was moving, wasn't it? Dipping. Keeper had to keep his eye on it.
Mason Mount. Too many defenders in the way in the end. It was Llorente that took it off him. Costa then challenged by Chilwell. Throw into Leeds.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, boys.
Plenty of space.
Rudiger had a shot from distance. Say could save the Leeds keeper, but apart from that, nothing else has happened since.
Over a year now since his last goals. He got a couple against Leicester in February of last year, but hasn't troubled the scorers since then.
Come on, Chelsea. Kante for Chelsea. Oh, free kick. I'll take that if you please. Free kick for Chelsea to be taken by Jorginho. Jorginho to Werner. Werner to Christensen. Azpilicueta to Reece James. Reece James back to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta puts upfield towards Havertz. Havertz has the ball. That's a free kick. He had his hands all over him, ref.
It was a foul, wasn't it?
Well, he seems to have his arms around him,
Arms
didn't
around
he?
him, yeah. It's a poor ball.
It is. Reece James there.
Nah.
Leeds suggest that he might have used an arm to control it. Llorente thumps the clearance away.
So,
It's a bit scrappy now, the game.
guys, I need a question answered for you because I don't know if I want to do the Sheffield game later.
Fully listened to Bielsa and he's just shouting Spanish. He's shouting.
So I want you guys to answer the question because I want your opinions.
Nice berating Timo Werner in German, and then he switched to English, didn't he? Fascinating to listen to.
Kante. Now it's to Rudiger. Rudiger
Rudiger's been given the
to
licence
Mount.
to bring it forward like that. Much more in the second half for Chelsea.
73 minutes played. Chelsea 0. Leeds 0.
Werner.
Now it's with Werner. Now it's with Kante. Now it's with Christensen. Oh, that's a free kick. You know what you were doing there.
Get the yellow card.
Because he knew what he was doing. Something would have happened in that attack that I think could have been very promising for us, and he just did that out of.
You can see exactly what Rodrigo was doing. He was just trying to break up the play, which he did do. And Kevin Friend was having none of it. And he's having a word with Alioski here. I think he's been booked already.
So he has to be on. He's on a tightrope.
when they had a foot race before with Reece James, he just pulled his shirt back. This was away from the ball, so I don't know whether it's about that.
He needs to be careful. He needs to be careful.
I think that all that meant was any more and you're off. I think it means that, Kevin, friends. Yeah. But he did pull Reece James back when he ran forward, and I wonder whether it's the assistant this side has just let
This
Kevin
is going to
Friend
end
know.
0-0, maybe, but with Chelsea now, we have been playing, we have been known to get late goals under Tuchel.
Just called one of the subs back, click straight away. You wonder whether that might be the end of it for Alioski.
Now it's been
Seems
Chilwell.
to be a manager that doesn't particularly want players walking a tightrope when they're out there.
Surprised that wasn't given us the free kick.
Goes Helder Costa, Mason Mount trying to get back.
Come on, Chelsea.
Phillips onto Dallas. We'll see Callum Hudson-Odoi for Chelsea also.
Oh, Hudson-Odoi, we're going attacking, man. We're going very attacking, folks.
Rodrigo.
Just don't let Leeds get into the box. Come on, Chelsea. Corner to Leeds. Corner to Leeds, folks.
Behind for the corner. Now we are hearing from the bench, Steve, that it might actually be Rodrigo who's going to be coming off a click, so the sub. Yeah, might about to be subbed.
What?
About to be subbed, so we'll
What?
see.
Yeah, I've just seen him. I don't know whether he was limping.
I don't know if Rodrigo's going to be happy when he sees that. I don't think Rodrigo's going to be happy when he sees that.
Here goes the Leeds corner.
Because it looks like Rodrigo is coming off.
Sends it back in again. It's headed away well in there by Aspilicueta.
Get out!
Rafinha. Llorente deflected.
Well done!
Reece James it was who got the Chelsea touch.
God, Chelsea! God, Chelsea! God, Chelsea! God, Chelsea! 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 Chelsea!
Important block. There wasn't a lot of power from Llorente, but it was an important block by Reece James.
Reece James has blocked it. Another corner to Leeds. Corner's about to be taken, ball's brought in. And it's hit the side netting.
Trying the near post one. It was Ayling that made the run in that
And
direction.
It's Reece James and goes out.
Another corner kick to Leeds.
So Rafinha again with
Another corner to Leeds. Rafinha's taking the corner for Leeds. Ball's crossed in.
It's a free header.
Header straight at Mendy. Well done. Well done, Mendy.
No. See here, just pulls off Mason Mount. Free header right into the ground. Takes the power off it.
It's a really good chance, that's
it was an excellent chance.
It's been a decent last 5 minutes or so here as an attacking team for Leeds United.
I'm surprised if he goes off, Rodrigo. Yeah, he looks fine, doesn't he?
Well done, Rudiger.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the sub is being subbed.
The sub is being subbed. What's his reaction going to be?
I can't believe it.
What's his reaction going to be? What's his reaction going to be? Is he going to be another one? He's going to be pissed.
That's happened to him this season. If memory serves me correctly, my mind might be playing tricks, but.
Click is coming on, and Rodrigo is going off. The sub is going off for the sub.
And he's taking the extra long route home.
Mason Mount is going off, and Hudson-Odoi is coming on.
Callum Hudson-Odoi for Mason Mount is the Chelsea change.
I think he wanted to get more playing time out of Mount and Jorginho, just at the fact that they can't.
Both managers have made all three changes.
Because the fact is, Mount can't play against Atletico Madrid, Jorginho can't play against Atletico Madrid, so they're trying to play both of them as long in the game. He's played Mount for about 79 minutes of the game, and that's good because it means now Mount will be fit and raring to go for our next game. It'll be available for, which is the FA Cup tie a week tomorrow against Sheffield United.
That's Kante.
Kante for Chelsea.
Chilwell.
Now it's Chilwell for Chelsea.
Just over 10 minutes of normal time. Just lacked a bit of snap in the final third in the second half, Chelsea, haven't they?
Very much so. Both teams have really. Hudson-Odoi now. He's been playing right wing back, hasn't he? And suddenly he's gone right up centre forward himself, Hudson-Odoi now.
We don't know where everyone's playing. They're playing in positions where they're not supposed to be playing. We have no clue.
Early in the season, and he put Rodrigo on and took Rodrigo off, and we talked about it then. So, it's the second time this season.
Hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button on the stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, the bell notification. Don't forget to post as well.
He's only lost 2 of his last 44 games as a manager. Both of those defeats were in the Champions League.
I need you guys to answer this question. It's important. It's important.
I don't know whether he was offside.
It's an important question because I don't know if I want to do the Chesterfield game today, knowing that the fact there is no commentary.
Just very close, but
no commentary on the game, but also I don't know if to do wait until doing the Chesterfield game on the Tuesday instead.
Days like this, sometimes you do have them. You just need to get a point, don't you? You need to stay strong. You need to be mentally aware. Just get something.
Come on, Chelsea! Just keep your act together, go on, Rudiger.
Rudiger back there for Chelsea, who was under pressure.
Well done.
Rodrigo did go straight down the tunnel, so whether there's a problem.
Okay, I will.
His last impact on the game was that sprint over into that corner, so he didn't look as if he was injured.
Offside flag on, that's going to be a Chelsea free kick. And don't forget to join us later, 7:30, Fulham against Manchester City in the Premier League on 1HD and Ultimate, and then sit back and enjoy another big week in the Champions League. Manchester City, Borussia Mönchengladbach on Tuesday, and Chelsea against Atletico Madrid on Wednesday. The other 2 last 16 games will be on BT Sport as well.
Yeah, let's get the English teams through. We're doing really well.
Come on, Chelsea!
Good results in the Europa League as well. Sorry, British teams, I should say.
Yeah, can't discount Rangers. The form they're in at the moment, can we?
Of course it can't. Stephen never heard the last of it. Include them in a good result the other day. Slavia Prague.
Big question here, Steve. 8 minutes to go. Can somebody find that little moment of quality to win the game? Because it's there for either of them.
It is, yeah. I blame you, saying it was going to be a goal fest today.
You won't be alone in that.
Yep.
Now it's with Hudson-Odoi for Chelsea.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Now it's with Reece James for Chelsea. Go on, Kante, chase after it, Kante, well done.
N'Golo Kante ran out of pitch in the end.
Go on, Aspu, well done. Go on, Havertz, Kante for Chelsea. Now it's with Reece James. Now it's with Timo Werner. No, Werner. Oh, Jorginho. It's a free kick to Chelsea. 83 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 0, Leeds 0.
It's a big knockout week for Chelsea. They play Atletico Madrid with the 1-goal lead at Stamford Bridge, and then they've got the FA Cup quarter-final against Sheffield United next weekend as well.
The ball's gone long towards Chilwell. Towards Chilwell. It took a deflection straight. That's out. Hasn't gone out. Chelsea 0, Leeds 0 in the Premier League. About 6 minutes to go.
If it goes here towards Roberts, flag stayed down for now.
He's just gone up.
Then it goes up.
I know.
Crazy.
Oh no, he did look offside, I must admit. I'm in line, well, sort of in line across the pitch here. You see, it is very, very tight. But I thought it was off.
Why would you turn a simple situation in a football match into a guessing game? Why do it?
I know.
Are we going to see a late winner in this game, folks? Are we going to see a late winner in this game for either team? Or is it going to be that it's just going to be a point apiece?
Tyler Roberts.
Yeah.
A really good game. It's a tight one, but he still wants to make that run, which is always good.
Offside flag up now against Werner. It's an interesting situation for the teams behind Chelsea. If they draw this match today, they go on to 51 points, 3 in front of West Ham, but all of a sudden David Moyes' team will have 2 games in hand on them.
Yeah. And the Toffees will have a couple of games in hand on as well. If they win them, they go above them, so...
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it makes it a
do.
bit more intriguing, doesn't it, for everybody concerned? Everybody will be looking at this result thinking, you know, we can do that, we can catch them.
Come on,
Tottenham's,
Chelsea!
the Liverpools, they're all still looking forwards.
Go on, Reece! Reece James for Chelsea. That's a free kick.
Free kick to Chelsea, just caught there by
Well
Dallas.
done. Well done, ref. Now it's Rudiger for Chelsea. Chilwell. Hudson-Odoi.
Well to Hudson-Odoi.
Rudiger. Hudson-Odoi. 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 Oh, straight at the keeper. Unlucky Hudson-Odoi. Unlucky Callum.
When they get in a position like that, they tend to hit the shot straight at the Leeds keeper.
Nice and sharp though, wasn't it, Hudson-Odoi? Driving forwards, dropping his shoulders. No one can touch him in that penalty area. Just that final action, just not good enough to trouble the keeper.
It's 18 matches since Leeds last had a draw in the Premier League. They've only had 2 in the league all season. They have tended to win or lose. Here's Tyler Roberts. Didn't take
well done, Rudiger.
I think Chilwell just was playing him on, I think.
Now it's with Mendy for Chelsea. Now it's with Rudiger. 3 minutes to go, folks. 87 minutes played, still 0-0.
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Hudson-Odoi for Chelsea. It's going on to Timo Werner. Go on, Werner. Ah, lucky.
You mentioned the rarity of draws, Steve. They've only been involved in 1 0-0 match all season, Leeds United. You think they've been involved in 89 Premier League goals in the games they played. It's an absolute rarity that you see a game involving Leeds where it's 0-0.
Come on, boys!
It's going to be 3 minutes to be added on at the end of the 90.
Come on, boys!
This click. Only Rudiger there for Chelsea.
Now it's with Mendy for Chelsea. Now it's to Christensen. Jorginho. To Rudiger. Now it's with Mendy. Now it's to Havertz. That's a free kick. Well done, ref.
What about the man of the match today, Steve?
Well, I'm going to go for Tyler Roberts for Leeds. I think, you know, Chelsea were favourites to win this game, so you have to be positive towards Leeds. He's worked hard, made some really good runs, some good passes, had the chance in the first half. So, I mean, if it stays like this, of course, 0-0. Be the Leeds forward.
Off goes Christensen.
Go on!
For Chelsea, looking to tee up Hudson-Odoi, but then it breaks down again.
It's one of those days, isn't it, I think, today?
Tyler Roberts had the ball in the back of the net, didn't he? In the first half, that was disallowed for a Patrick Bamford offside, and he saw a chip clawed onto the crossbar as well by the Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. Well by Christensen. Here's Aspilicueta.
Come on, Chelsea. I think it's more likely going to be 0-0 at this point. Are we actually going to...
Premier League clean sheets in a row, though, for Chelsea, who still have only conceded 1 goal in open play, scored by the
I'll still
opposition
take
under
that.
Thomas
A
Tuchel.
point I'll take, because it means we're still on this unbeaten
Certainly
run.
take defensive resilience on Wednesday night in the Champions League
And
against Atletico Madrid
we've
with
still
the
conceded
lead
1
to
goal
defend.
from an opposition player. So I still... Ah, it's a free kick, ref.
Here's Rafinha.
Go on, Christensen.
Roberts on his way into the middle. Helder Costa arriving as well. Good defending.
Well done, Christensen.
Goal kick.
Goal kick, yes.
Goal kick, well done.
Robertson's offside, left the ball for Rafinha. Christensen did really well.
Three minutes of added on time at the end of the game. 3 minutes. Still could have a dramatic ending. Havertz.
Kai Havertz.
Now it's Kante.
N'Golo Kante.
Now it's Reece James.
Reece James with the ball in.
Ah!
The shot.
Let it go out, let it go out, let it go out, let it go out.
Yeah,
Corner.
blocked by Stroke, actually.
Well done. Well done,
He's
Reece.
done well today. Antonio Rudiger, his role is developing as well, isn't it? Because he likes to step forward out of that back three now, and he's the one who drives forward.
Let's see whether Chelsea can capitalise on what's been a Leeds United Achilles heel in the Premier League this season.
Corner to be taken by Reece James for Chelsea.
Stoppage time.
Ball's crossed
Reece
in.
James whips it in.
Werner.
Corner heads it on.
Now it's back with
Back in
Werner.
again from the German. Here's
Azpilicueta.
Calvin Phillips back there for Leeds United.
Do we have a chance for one more opportunity by Chelsea? One more. Do we have a chance at one more opportunity in this game for Chelsea?
Hudson-Odoi to Kante.
Kante for Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi.
Reece James.
Here comes James. Go on, Reece.
4 in the box.
Go
for
on,
Chelsea.
Reece.
Here's
Hudson-Odoi.
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 That's Reece James in at the byline.
It's gone out, and that's going to be it. That's going to be
A
it.
little bit too far.
That's
It's
going
a
to be it.
hard pass actually by Hudson-Odoi.
That's going to be it. That's going to be it.
Concern here is for Alioski.
Yeah, this one's into the cameraman. Not the perfect shot anyway, there you go. He's circled back as well, hasn't he, Alioski?
You only got seconds left.
Nearly there.
I think both managers will look back on this and be frustrated that they haven't been able to turn decent final third possession
Yep,
into
I
a
will
goal
be doing.
today.
Yep. Wow, 0-0. See you later, Jam. Stay safe. See you at the
Of
Chelsea
course,
Madrid
in
game.
that
Yeah,
final
you
third.
will. That's the next live watch on the channel.
It's a combination of things.
Well, there is the full-time whistle, and it does end 0-0, which is an extremely rare outcome for a game involving Marcelo Bielsa and Leeds United this season, but a clean sheet is becoming very, very familiar.
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this live watch on of Chelsea 0, Leeds United 0 in the Premier League. Like, sub, subscribe to the bell notification to get to out as well. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Chelsea versus Atletico Madrid, which is your next live watch on